Yo, I just had a flashback, like blast from the past, right? So whenever I was in school, I don't know if I bought it at a book fair or where I got it from, but on my keychain, I actually had this. It was like this big and maybe this wide, but it was a mini thesaurus. And I remember this girl that I was in school with. Shout out to Whitney Goodell. That was my girl. But she would always ask me to use my little pocket thesaurus. So I was always known as, the word queen. I was always, like I've mentioned it before, but I was a spelling bee champ every year except for 5th grade. I was the first runner up, but I won every other year. So I didn't find my passion, it found me. I remember the last word I spelled right was delicatessen. Delicatessen. And then me and the last girl, we kept going back and forth because I think we had to spell 2 words, and we would get one right and one wrong. I don't remember any of the other words. They were hard, though. But I remember the last word that she got, and I was spelling it in my head, and I knew she spelled it right. I was like, oh, she won. So if the order would have been flipped, I would have won, but, I took that L hard. I took it hard, but I won every other year. So I was always good at it, even when I was young. But it's like it shrivels up and dies when they want me to write about something that I have no interest in. Like when I had to write about stuff during the SATs and stuff, and I would make up stories. They would be like, tell us an example of something that happened in your family that had a profound impact on you. I'm like, oh, y'all getting real personal. I would make up something. I would just write a fictional story, and that would be it. But I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't discovered writing again. I had journals that sat empty for years. Like I said, I didn't write for 20 years. And now I feel like I've more than made up for lost time. But I can't imagine not doing it now. Like, I talk about it so much, it gives me purpose. But yeah, I picked it up again, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. And just like that, hottest shit you ever heard. Like, it was like no time had passed at all. No time had passed, and I just felt inspired. And then I keep feeling inspired. So any emotion that I go through, I just write about, because I'm a very emotional person and a very emotive writer. So anything I feel, I've never been good at. I'm not going to sit on a couch and talk about my feelings, but I'll write you a fucking poem about it.